In today's society, many people treat drug use with a casual attitude, and some even believe such behavior should be tolerated. Certain countries have even legalized specific drugs. For example, cannabis is legalized for recreational use in regions like Canada, California in the United States, and Germany, while it is legal for medical use in countries like the United Kingdom, Australia, and Italy. First, I must make it absolutely clear. Cannabis is a drug. It has no valid medical use. Never assume that just because someone claims cannabis has medical value, it is safe to use. The truth is, cannabis induces a state of artificial paradise. Anything that produces this kind of effect is a drug. Legalizing its use for medical or recreational purposes is an extremely foolish and degenerate act. It is disgusting and deeply concerning. Therefore, I must strongly warn, do not use cannabis even under the so-called pretense of medical treatment, because it is still a drug. Many people think that the harm of drug use is limited to physical health or mental health problems, but the damage caused by drugs goes far beyond that. Even after quitting, the damage remains, and even after the user dies, the consequences continue. Drugs affect the psyche of the individual. Not only do they ruin physical health, they also reverse the individual's process of universal evolution. At the same time as they induce states of euphoria or artificial paradise, they are also directly attacking the astral body. I will elaborate on this, for it is of great importance. The astral body, which is soul, can only be harmed by two things: drugs and the vibrations occasioned by certain kinds of noise. Considering only drugs, it must be understood that they have an influence that is totally against nature. They remove the astral body to another sphere where it should not be. The astral body should be either in a physical body or with its higher self, of which it is a part. When drugged, an individual's astral body is as though asleep, experiencing artificial sensations that completely distort his or her judgment. It is in the same situation as a physical body is during an important surgical operation. If you like, it's like a tool that we bend or break by using it incorrectly, or for a task for which it was not intended. According to the length of time that a person is under the influence of drugs, his or her astral body is going to decline, or, more exactly, it is going to become saturated with false data. Recovery for the astral body can take several lifetimes. For this reason, drugs should be avoided at all costs. Some wealthy people treat drug use as a form of entertainment. They pay a higher price than others for it. I must emphasize again, drugs have no medical value at all and will only cause enormous harm. Anyone who claims that any drug has medical uses, whether they are so-called experts or not, is deeply irresponsible, ignorant, and repulsive. This includes cannabis, cocaine, heroin, MDMA, psychedelic mushrooms, LSD, methadone, amphetamines, ketamine, and any other drug. These must be avoided entirely even in medical contexts. They do not heal you. They seriously damage both your body and your soul. Worse, they continue affecting you even after death of this life. No matter what certain people say to defend or promote drug use, especially cannabis, it cannot change the truth. Drugs like cannabis not only cause great harm to individuals, but also to society as a whole. When I see celebrities praising cannabis or publicly using it, I feel nothing but anger, disgust, and deep concern. Never think it's okay to use drugs just because these degenerate and foolish people say or do so. These people are already deeply fallen. There is absolutely nothing worth learning from them. Their words and actions only reflect their ignorance and moral decay. I am especially worried about young people using drugs. They often lack self-control and are vulnerable to temptation and influence. Those who publicly defend drugs or openly use them should face consequences. Just imagine, These celebrities are famous, and many young people look up to them as idols or role models. Yet, they say drug use is fine, or even publicly use drugs. Some try to deny it or make excuses, claiming they took drugs accidentally. All of this is sickening and has an extremely negative impact on youth. I can't even begin to imagine how many young people were influenced to try drugs because of these individuals. These foolish, degenerate, and disgusting so-called elites or celebrities are the true cancer of our society. No matter how they try to dress themselves up, if you know they use drugs, you should know just how ignorant and fallen they really are.